All right, so I am going to make the video that was requested from me, which is a video about Screencast-O-Matic. This is a particularly challenging video because I can't show you some things. I can't really show you how to record when I'm like recording in Screencast-O-Matic, so I can't show you the actual like what it looks like to record. I am going to try to take some screenshots, which I'm not sure if that'll work while I'm recording. I've never tried that before, but we'll see. Also, I have a general idea of what I want to show you, but this might take a while. It's a pretty, it can be kind of involved. I just want to show you some things that you can do with Screencast-O-Matic to give you some ideas of why and how this could be relevant to you this year. So first off, I'm going to start by going to Screencast-O-Matic, which is actually in your CCSD bookmarks. If you scroll down, it's all the way down here at the bottom, right above the Clever portal. So you go ahead and click on Screencast-O-Matic. I have an account, but you are going to want to sign up if you haven't already. And once you do sign up, you are going to, in order to record, you're going to want to go to Launch Recorder. Now, I cannot show you this part, but it's fairly self-explanatory when you're going through it. It just asks you to download something. It might even start downloading it automatically. I can't remember. But, just say yes to whatever it asks you to do, and it'll pop up down here, and you can open it from there. And then once you launch the recorder, this is the program that you download, and it's letting me know that it's recording. Thank you. I know. Here's where I can't really start to show you how any of this works, because of course it'll pop up that window that says that it's already recording. I can't record myself recording, but I have already taken some screenshots, which I'll show you in just a moment. So when you want to record something, you would go here. But before that, there are some other little features and settings. First of all, you have scripted. So if you click on scripted, you can create a new recording that's a scripted recording. I'll be honest, I really haven't used this or played with it that much, but I just really recommend to you that you just get in there and play with it. If it seems to you like you might want a scripted video, it seems like you can get pretty detailed with it. You can import audio, text, you can export text, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. I think that maybe you can record, script it and then record, and then put that recording into a video that you made. Again, I'm really still learning this as well. I'm not an expert on everything. I'm just kind of in it with you guys, and I'm just trying to figure this out too. So, if anyone does figure out how to do this, or plays with it and wants to share, some insights, that would be wonderful. I just really haven't gotten to it yet because I haven't felt like I needed to. I probably should, because I do tend to ramble in my videos like I am right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to recordings, and you'll see that created a scripted recording for me here that wasn't there before. Then you also have import videos. You already have. I haven't really used this that much either, so I'm just showing you, kind of what there is. So you can sort your videos. You can, search for videos by title. I'm not really, this is just something you really need to play around with and take the time to play around with. But getting into sort of the meat and potatoes of everything, when you're ready to record, you would press record. And I'm going to go ahead and go down here to the stuff I already have pulled up. So I'm actually going to show you, by showing you a bit about the process of starting recording and some of the settings when you start recording. I'm actually going to also show you, because I'm recording right now with Screencast, that you can use Screencast to like record presentations that you do. So I'm going to go over here to a slides that I made and go here, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and press present. You can have it actually already pulled up to present when you start recording. The little recorder tool will still pop up in the bottom left-hand corner over the slideshow that is presenting. So first off, you would press record. Recording is only on this computer and not backed up to your secure online storage. I don't know why it says that. Anyway, so you'd say record, and now we're going to go to the next slide, and this is what it looks like. So once you press record, this Screencast-O-Matic kind of minimizes, and then this little window pops up here. So this is the recorder. This is what it looks like, and this is the little settings tool. And this setting right here, max time, the recorder is going to record until you pause or until your hard disk fills up. I avoid the hard disk filling up by sending all my recordings to Google Drive or to YouTube. Well, I do both of them actually, and I'll show you how to do that later on. So I do think that this is a pretty interesting feature because you can actually click it to decide if you have a max time. So let's say you're trying to record your class and you start recording it, and you know, at the end of class things might get chaotic and you might not necessarily want to record that. So you could start recording it and you could say record for, you know, no more than an hour. Maybe you're lecturing, maybe you know that you're going to be done by a certain time, but you might for some reason have to pay attention to something else and forget to stop recording. Even though it would be easy to edit back, you could, you know, choose just stop recording automatically at an hour. You could also use this just because, you know, maybe if you are saving it to your computer, you want to make sure your recordings stay a certain length. Anyway, so that's a feature. Again, I don't really use it. I don't give myself a max because I do store everything to the cloud or send it to YouTube. Next is full screen. I do keep it on full screen. That means that you can see everything down here, you know, your taskbar and everything. If you did active window, it would be whichever window, you know, just the active window at that moment, it would be recording. So it would kind of cut out all the outside stuff. But I'm keeping it full screen because I'm going to show you how to pin this to the taskbar down here. All right, and then the next thing is your narration. So me talking right now over the video as I record is the narration. The default microphone is going to be the microphone on your computer. You can, you know, definitely use that one. I also have my Galaxy Buds, my hands-free headphones, which I oftentimes sync up to it and use those as well, or instead. But say if you had a hand-free device, if it's synced up, you know, to your Bluetooth, the program automatically detects it and it'll show up in your microphones, and you can select that hand-free device as your microphone of choice. I don't really do computer audio. I have actually tried this before because I thought that it was going to be a good idea when I was recording a help session with some other teachers, and it actually created a really terrible feedback. But the good news is that on the end of the, you know, the end side of this, there's some editing features, and you can actually edit out. Like I just was able to uncheck the computer audio, and it just deleted all that other stuff that was causing a bunch of feedback and making it really difficult to listen to and watch, and it sounded horrible. So I was very relieved because for a minute I thought, oh no, I ruined that entire video. I thought it would be a good idea, but this is just going to record, you know, sounds your computer makes. I also generally keep it off because in case I get some sort of computer notification or something and it makes like a chime sound, it won't show up super loud on the audio. of the video that I'm making. So I think that's my last slide. Yeah, okay. So I just pressed escape to get out of that, and now I'm going to show you, you know, just while you're recording, there is a pretty cool feature while you're recording. Like, you can pause the recording, and you can, like, let's say you cough, or you have, I record a lot of videos at home, and my kids might be running around. I usually try to do it when they're playing or outside or something, but let's say that, you know, they come and they need me for something. I can pause it, and then I can go back and to the point before I got interrupted, and then I can truncate the video by, like, recording from that point and recording over whatever I don't want to record, which is a really cool feature. I like it a lot. I definitely use it all the time. So I really, again, I can't show you that because I am recording and I can't record myself recording, but I tried to take a screenshot of it. Let's see actually if it pastes here. I don't know. Maybe? No. No, yes, it did. Okay, actually, sorry. So I was recording and I had to truncate it a little bit because there was a noise on there that I didn't want. So I took a screenshot and it actually worked. So this is what it looks like when you're recording. You can actually, like, go back to, ooh, that made it smaller. You can go to a certain point, so I had to just go back a tiny little bit. So, you know, I went to there, and then I pressed this button, and then it's, you know, just a little screen comes up and says yes, truncate, or cancel, and I just press yes, truncate, and then 3, 2, 1, and you start recording, and it just records over whatever you didn't want to have before. So I really do find that extremely useful. And I'm really glad to know that I can take a screenshot while I'm recording and then paste it into here to show you guys. So now I'm just going to show you, you know, you can use Screencast-O-Matic for all sorts of things, especially since you're going to have to be explaining things to your students in Columbia Homeroom. So you might want to have to, you know, you maybe have to show them how to do something in Google Classroom. So you can film, you know, whatever you're doing on your screen, and you could film, you know, your Google Classroom and say, you know, welcome to my Google Classroom. Make sure that you know, this is the stream. Make sure you check your classwork. You can check your grades here, and all sorts of stuff like that. So really could be used for anything at any time. This is my practice classroom. I'm actually going to go to my Google workshop because I'll show you that you can actually upload straight to Google Classroom from, I think it's in my classwork, useful materials and references. So yeah, I had some videos and I uploaded them directly to Google Classroom, which I'll show you how to do towards the end of this video. So yeah, you can do anything in here, anything you want to show or explain to students. You could also, this is an idea, you can film a Google Meets. So I do this actually when I'm doing the training session over Google Meets with another teacher, and I like to film it and then send them a version at the end so they can look over whatever we talked about and not have to worry about forgetting what we talked about. But you could totally film a Meets session if you were doing a Meet session with your students, and I'm not adding others, it's just a meeting with myself. You could film a Meet session that you do with them, and so that you can send it to them later and they can review maybe a lecture or a meeting or a class conversation or something that you had. I'm going to go ahead and stop filming myself here and probably just close this Meets out, but I do find that to be pretty nifty. I do know that some people do training videos like this as well. So, I know that for some reason I can't get my webcam to work in my settings when I'm starting to record, so I can't really like show myself and my screen or just myself. I'm not sure if it's just something I'm doing wrong or if it's something with my computer. I suspect I need something updated on my computer, so I probably need to contact IT about that, but that's for another day. So another thing that you can do is close that out. Computer noises. Sorry about that. Okay, so another thing is you can show students, maybe you want to walk them through how to take a test. I oftentimes do my tests in different sections, so it's multiple pages, and I just want my students to maybe know how to answer some of the more complicated questions or something like that. So I like the preview feature in Google Forms. You can always see what the students see, so you could actually go through this and say, this is what you're supposed to do. Make sure you press next. Make sure, this is how you answer these questions, and go through something like that, and, it's how you answer a date question, and, submit at the end. Really, you could do it for anything, but I mean, you can basically film anything that you're doing on your screen. Another thing is, like, if you're doing maybe something with your class and you want to use a program or show them how to use a program, you could film showing them how to sign into a new program. You could really use this for anything. You could do a video of the flashcards and send it out, or really, I just used Quizlet because it's a site that we're all pretty familiar with. But, if you wanted to show your students, make a little video about how to sign into it, or how even, I oftentimes would assign my students making their own Quizlets, and they'd be making their own cards, which they could turn into me, and like I can grade them, which is a pretty cool thing that you can do with Quizlet. So you can always make a video real quick to show them how to do it. Anything that you would do, showing them up on the board how to do it, you can do a video of with Screencast-O-Matic and send that to your students. It's just super easy, and you just pretend you're doing what you would do anyway. You can record literally everything you do on your screen. It's a lot to me. It's kind of like trying to simulate, I do like a double monitor. So, I use my projector as another monitor, and I just, do stuff on my projector, and they can see exactly what's on my screen. So this is just the closest to that you can, one of the ways to simulate that in distance learning. You can do it in a Meet too by presenting your screen. Like I said, you could record that and show it to them later. It's just when you make a video, it's there to access whenever they need it. Things like how to edit and how to upload stuff in Screencast-O-Matic. So, okay, back to Screencast-O-Matic. So I'm just going to choose a video here. Any video will do. I just kind of want to show you some stuff. So when you select a video, like when you're done recording a video, you can choose to like edit it. I'll probably try to like take some pictures, some screenshots after I film this and try to insert them back in, because that's something you can do. But right now I just hadn't prepared for that. So when you have your video here, you go to edit, and you can edit all sorts of things. First of all, you can like take your cursor and maybe put it up to here. Let's say everything from here up was just, your class coming into class and everyone was talking, everything was noisy. Or let's say something here, just, you just don't want whatever's here. So you can say like tools, cut, and then you can say like cut everything in front of that. Or let's say this is all you needed of the video, and for some reason all the rest of it was trash. You could say cut and everything, after it. I like the way that their cut tool works. You can also let's see, cut like this. So you can, from wherever you start, you like click it and you drag it, and that's how you cut stuff from you know, inside the video. What's another tool here? You've got all sorts of stuff. You can copy a section of the video, and then you can insert it with pasting it. You can hide your cursor, you can hide the webcam. I mean, you can go back in and change things. You can insert recording, so you might have another video that you had to take. Like, I may have to take another video and insert it in here if I wanted to add something about how to stop recording. More likely than not, I'm going to have to, I wish you could insert like an image here, but you can't. But you could insert narration if you just recorded yourself doing something on the screen and then you could talk later. You can overlay an image, so that's what I'm gonna probably do in here, like overlay an image, and you can get it from, you know, something copied to my clipboard. So I have that, and I can crop it. Notice it's like just overlaid over it, so I guess the image is in here for however many seconds here, and you can like adjust how many seconds it's in there before it fades away. That's what I'll probably do, you know, as I go in and edit the video that I'm making right now. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that though, because I don't actually need something overlaid in this video. You know, there's really all sorts of stuff. You can speed things up and down. So I know sometimes, like when I'm doing my videos, I'll notice like a place where I pause for a really long time, or move my mouse around until talk. So I'll like speed that up so it's not as long. You can also just cut it out. I mean, just on what I feel like looks better. Speed up can make it, I mean, that can look a little bit better sometimes just because it's not like cutting, you know, really abruptly from one thing to another. You can transition things. You can adjust the volume. You can do it for only a section if it's like really loud or really quiet in one section for some reason. So that's all of those little tools over there. Then we have a narration. I haven't done HD for Google Drive. I don't know what that means, honestly. This has found silence in narration, so if you press that, it'll show you everywhere that there's just silence in the narration. This is the volume. I like to reduce the noise. Normalize, change volume for this audio so it's not too loud or too quiet, and you get more consistent audio, so it'll kind of automatically level everything out. Reduce noise is reducing the background noise that gets captured by your microphone. I always do this because there's always some sort of background noise you can hear when I'm in my house. The air conditioning kick on, and reducing the noise helps that. You can turn the volume up if it's too loud. Too quiet. You can turn it down if it's too loud. You can reset it to whatever it was to begin with. So obviously I had turned this one up because it was a little too quiet. And so there's some pretty cool things you can do on the editing end of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm done. And then once I'm done, I can save it as a video file. Now this is going to save to your computer, and it's going to take up a whole bunch of space. And unfortunately, we don't really have that much space left on our computers after all the programs that are automatically like added into it, and any other files and stuff that you have saved on your computer. So if you do take up the space on your computer and you're filming something, and especially if you're not paying attention to what you're filming or watching what you're filming, yeah, you can, it'll basically just shut off. That was one of the settings at the beginning I talked about, where it said, you know, it would record it until you pause or until you run out of space on your computer. So I don't save any of my videos on my computer. You can upload them to Screencast-O-Matic. you can, and what I do is I upload them to YouTube, because I have a little YouTube channel where I collect all of these little videos that I make. And also I like to upload it to Google Drive. That gives me the option to send it or attach it from Google Drive, or just to send somebody a link or send somebody my entire playlist of all of my videos. So once you do that, I'm just going to go ahead and I guess upload this one to like YouTube. I already have it all set up to publish, but when you do it, it's going to make you like you have to like log into it. So I wonder if there's any programs that I haven't like uploaded it to. There's not really anything on here that I have like an account for. Anyway, so I'm already linked up to my YouTube and my Google Drive, but it's really simple. You just follow the prompts and it'll have you like sign into your account, and then you can just start uploading it to YouTube. So again, I'm going to pretend to upload it to YouTube. You can change the title, you can give it a description, you can do your tags here, you can set your privacy. I like to do mine as unlisted, category. This is, do you want your cursor highlighted or not? I like my cursor highlighted because then you guys can see it, which you probably right now are seeing. I don't see my cursor highlighted, but on your end you'll see that mine has like it's like highlighted, and it like it's like blue when I click. It does that. You know, like I said, I can't see that on my end right now, but I know it's doing it, and I know that's what you're looking at. You could do captions, I guess, if you wanted to. I don't really mess with that stuff. And you can do all these settings in here, and then you would say publish, and it just starts doing it. And like, let's say want to make another video because your next class is starting, but you can't wait the whole time it takes for it to upload a drive. Just say continue in background. It will be up here in the taskbar, and you'll be able to see everything that you've had that's been uploading or has uploaded recently, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, this is your published history. That's pretty much it as far as, oh yeah, I forgot to show you about how to upload to Google Classroom. Okay, so for some reason, and I don't know, again, I don't know if this is just me, but I mean, I don't see anywhere in here Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is not an option on the actual little program here, but it is an option. Sorry, making weird noises. Okay, so it is an option here on the actual website. So once you're at the website, if you uploaded it to Screencast-O-Matic, you do have to upload it to Screencast-O-Matic. Then in the share here, then you can upload it to Google Classroom. Here it goes. Okay, so you can like, this is an embedding code, or like this is this is an embedding code. There's some other more, here's the specific link to it from Screencast-O-Matic, and this is just uploading it to basically their cloud, their little cloud storage on their website. But I don't really like, I don't even really do that here anymore. I don't know, because I don't really upload too many videos to my Google Classroom. I do it all to my Drive, and I do it to my YouTube. But I don't have like a classroom of students, but you guys will find this to be very useful, and you can just upload it straight to Google Classroom. Do be aware though that if you delete the video, like if you upload it to Drive because you run out of space or something like that, you delete the video here, it will not show up anymore if it's been shared like from here. So yeah, just be aware of that. But you can upload it, you can email it, you can upload it to Facebook, which we can't really do from school, Twitter. I don't know who's uploading. I'm sure there's people out there who upload their stuff to Twitter, but I'm not. Microsoft Teams, but we don't use Microsoft Teams, so there's not really much of a point in that unless you just specifically like to do stuff in that and then transfer it over to Google stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so here's the send it to Google Classroom, and it lets you like choose your classroom. So I'll just say, you know, my practice classroom. This is where I send all my stuff. You can choose like create an assignment, ask a question, make an announcement, create material. So you could do a whole lecture video and do it as like ask a question or create an assignment, and then, you know, do little graded assignments based off of that video that you just made. It's pretty cool. You could do a video where you're making an announcement, like, you know, telling your kids something that they need to know or something important, and attach this little video to it. It could be a video of you talking. It could be a video of you showing them how to do something. I don't know. I mean, it's really about what you need done. And then create material, and that's usually what I do, is create material, just because I'm just literally anything that they don't have to do anything to it. It's just for them to view, just information for them to reference. I always do that as a material so that there's no confusion about it being an assignment. If you do everything as an assignment and it's not always an assignment, then you're gonna have kids be like, what was I supposed to do? It's an assignment, so like says there's a grade. Anyway, that's how all students talk in my mind. Okay, so yeah, so then you got your video here and everything else that you would need to do for Google Classroom. It's materials. I like to put this in my useful materials and references. I'm actually not going to post this because, well, maybe I will, just for funsies. Video. Yay. Okay. Post. And remember, you always do have the option to schedule. You can schedule only to one class at a time. You cannot select more than one class. It will not allow you to schedule something to more than one class. But I am going to just do this here and just post this in my little sample class so like you can see what it looks like, and then it'll take me over to my Google Classroom, and yeah, post a new material video, and it has the video. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Remember, there is a big difference between the Screencast-O-Matic recorder and the Screencast-O-Matic website, and there's a difference in the things you can share to and the things you can do on it. Remember that if you do want to share to Google, then you are gonna have to upload to Screencast-O-Matic. Okay, so if you want to be able to share it to your Google Classroom, you have to upload it and publish it to Screencast-O-Matic. If you want to do it directly. I actually, in my Google Classroom, I can show you, I think one of these was, yeah, so because I upload it to YouTube, I just post this as a link in my assignment, like in my material here. So it ends up just being like a link to the YouTube video. That's just how I prefer to do it, because I don't have to worry about taking up space that way. Okay, so I do think that's everything that you need to know, and I hope you find all of this very helpful, and I hope this answers your questions. If you have any other questions about Screencast-O-Matic or how to use Screencast-O-Matic, please let me know. Remember, if you need to get a hold of me, my email is gurnacy@columbiak12.com. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm here. Happy recording. Bye. Okay, guys, I totally realized that I forgot to show you how to pin the Screencast-O-Matic to your taskbar. So if you look down here on the bottom when you have the program pulled up, the little icon is down here in your taskbar. You want to right-click and pin to taskbar. By doing that, even if you close Screencast-O-Matic, which I'm not going to do right now, but even if you do, it will stay there and you can just click it anytime you need it. This way you can launch the recorder without having to, open up a new tab, go to the website, launch the recorder from the website. If you pin it down there to your taskbar, it will always be there for you when you need it. So yeah, now I really am done, and bye for real. I lied. I'm back. I figured I actually wanted to show you guys how to record inserting a video into another video. So I'm going to go back to the video that I just made for you, the one that you're actually watching right now. And I went ahead and I need to add a recording. So I have the end of the video, so I'm going to make sure this is what I want it to be. Okay, yep, so down here at the end, I'm going to Tools and Insert, and I'm going to insert an existing recording because I did make a little recording, although I could have gone to New Recording and just made the recording right then, but I went ahead and I'm going to take this recording. The insert will happen right here. Okay, there we go. So that's inserted in there, and then after I get done with this little video, I will be able to insert that into the end as well. So for real, goodbye, and I hope that this is helpful, and happy recording.